In this guitar lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Free Falling by Tom Petty. Now, this is a real earworm of a song. It's got the fabulous lyric, it's got a wonderful chorus, it's great to play in front of an audience. Now, I'm going to start by showing you the chords and a strumming pattern for the main guitar part, but there are two other guitar parts as well, so later in the lesson I'll show you those. I'll also show you the lead guitar part, and towards the end of the lesson I'll show you an approach to fingerpicking this song if you want to play it on your own. Now, you will need a capo on the 3rd fret of your guitar to follow along, so put a capo on the 3rd fret and then we'll start with the chords to the main guitar section. So the main guitar part is going to sound like this. Okay, let's look at those chords. So the first chord of that main guitar part is a standard D major. And the second chord is this one. This is a G9, or some people may call it a G2. Anyway, it's a G with an A in it. So let's look at how we get from the D major to the G9. So starting with that D major, to get to the G9, we need to do two things. The first one is we need to put our little finger onto the top string 3rd fret relative to the capo. And then we need to remove our middle finger from the top string and we need to put it onto the 6th string 3rd fret. We leave our index finger, our pointer and our ring finger where they are, and that gives us our G9. Now from the G9 we go back to the D major, and then from the D major we go to an A sus4. Okay, so let's look at how we get from the D major to the A sus4. So starting with the D major there, we're going to remove our middle finger from the top string because that needs to be open. Now I'm going to move my pointer, my index finger, from the 3rd string 2nd fret to the 4th string 2nd fret, and then I'm going to put my middle finger onto the 3rd string 2nd fret, and that's my A sus4. Now, one other way you can do it if you want to, you can use the pointer to bar, that is to fret both the 4th string and the 3rd string, and just arch it up so that that top string remains open. I tend to do it that way, but you may find this way a little bit easier, so it's up to you. Now, one thing to note as you're playing those 3 chords is that 2 strings, 2 notes, will always be the same in those 3 chords. So you'll always be fretting the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, that's the note of A relative to the capo, and you'll always be fretting the 2nd string at the 3rd fret, the note of D relative to the capo. So those 2 notes are in all of the chords, all 3 chords, and you can hear them as you play it. They provide the glue, if you like, and that's a lovely effect. Okay, next we'll move on to look at the strumming pattern for that main guitar part. At the start of the song, you're just going to play single downstrokes on each chord, like this. Okay, now that's actually a 2-bar pattern. So let me count out those 2 bars for you as I'm playing those single chords so you can see and hear where they fall. It'll sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Do that again for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's just go through that. So obviously we start on the first beat of the first bar by playing a downstroke on that D major, 1 and 2, and then we move to the G9 on the and after the second beat, and 3 and 4 and then on the second bar we start by playing the G9 on the first beat, and then we go to the D on the and after the first beat. 1 and 2, and then on the and after the 2, that's where we go to that A sus4 and 3 and 4 and. So let me do that one more time for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so we start the song by playing a single downstroke on each chord. But as we go through the song, we're going to want to develop that strumming pattern. And the first thing we can do is to make it sound like this. So let me show you first, demo it, and then I'll explain what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm still playing all downstrokes there. Now, I said that we have a 2-bar pattern. I counted out 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm actually playing on each of those half beats. So I'm playing on the 1, on the and after 1, on the 2, on the and after the 2, on the 3, on the and after the 3, and on the 4, and the and after the 4. I'm playing a downstroke on each of those. But what I'm doing is I'm emphasizing the beats where the chord changes, and the other beats or half beats I'm playing very quietly. I'm really just tickling the strings. So let me count it out for you and you can hear that happening. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's the first development that we can make to the strumming pattern. Let's look at another development next. Alright, so for the first couple of verses you might use that downstroke only strumming pattern that I showed you. So they'll sound a bit like this. It's a long day living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. But when you get to the chorus, you're probably going to want a more enthusiastic strumming pattern. So it'll probably want to sound a bit more like this. I'm free, free falling. I'm free, free falling. So let's look at how you can play a strumming pattern like that one. Alright, let me take you through that more enthusiastic strumming pattern slowly. So we'll start on the D major, and on that D major we're going to play down, down, up, down. Then we're going to change to our G9 and we're going to play the same thing, down, down, up, down, and then down, up, down. Okay. Then we're going to play one more down on the G9, one down on the D major, one down on the A sus4, and then staying on that A sus4 we're going to play up, down, down, up, down. So let me take you through that one more time. So on the D major it's down, down, up, down, and then change to the G9, down, down, up, down, and then down, up, down. Now we've got some single strokes coming up. So downstroke on the G9, downstroke on the D major, downstroke on the A sus4, and then staying on the A sus4 we have up, down, down, up, down. Okay, so I'll play through that with you. I'll give you a count of 4 and then we'll come in and we'll play through that entire 2-bar strumming pattern twice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next we're going to look at the second guitar part. Okay, on the Tom Petty recording of Free Falling, there are at least two guitars playing, I think, throughout the whole track, two different guitar parts. So if you're playing with someone else, one of you can play one part and the other one can play the other part. So for the second guitar part, you need to put your capo at the first fret rather than the third fret. Now, the strumming pattern you can use is more or less the same as the one that I've just shown you, and you change chords at the same time. So let me just focus on what those chords are for the second guitar part. I'll just demo it for you first. It will sound like this. Okay, so three chords there. The first one is a standard E major. The second one is this one, which is an A9, an A with a B in it. And then you go back to the E major, and then you go to this chord, which is a B, but that's a B with an E in it, so that's a B sus4. Okay, so those are your chords there. So E to A9, A9 back to E, and then E to B sus4. And next we'll look at the third and final guitar part. Right near the end of the track, an electric guitar comes in and it plays bar chords. Now you won't need a capo for this, so you can take your capo off at this point, and it's going to play three chords: F major, B flat, then back to F major, and then the other chord it's going to play is C major, all the same shape bar chord. The C major there is at the 8th fret, the F major is at the 1st fret, and the B flat is at the 6th fret. So let me play it for you first. I'll demo it for you and then I'll break it down and show you how to do it. It'll sound like this. Alright, so what are we doing there? Well, the first thing to say is we're only really playing the bass strings, 6, 5 and 4, strings 6, 5 and 4. So although I'm barring, in fact you don't really need to bar as long as your index finger or pointer is fretting that 6th string. Doesn't matter whether it's barring the others or not, because you're only going to play the bottom 3 strings anyway. Now the second thing you need to do though, and this is important, is you need to mute the string. So to do that, you take this part of your right hand and you're going to place it just on the strings, just by the bridge here, to mute the strings. Okay, so we get this sound. All right, now this is the rhythm we're going to play. Again, it's all downstrokes. We're playing on every half beat, as we were right near the beginning of the video when I was showing you the first development of the strumming pattern. But let me show you when to change. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to play on the F major at the 1st fret there. We're going to play 1 and 2, and then we're going to move to the B flat at the 6th fret and play and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we're moving back to the F major and playing and 2, and then we're moving to the C major at the 8th fret and playing and 3 and 4 and. Okay, I'll take you through that one more time. So at the F major we're playing 1 and 2, and we're moving to the B flat at the 6th fret and playing and 3 and 4 and 1, and then back to the F major again at the 1st fret and playing and 2, and then we're up to the 8th fret playing the C major and playing and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I'll play that through for you slowly, counting as I go, just so you get the hang of it. It'll sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you the nice little lead guitar part. It's pretty simple, but very nice and very effective. I'll show you that next, but just before I do, let me say, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe so that you'll be notified of all the future guitar lessons that I put put out. And also, please join the channel as a member. It's really cheap to do that. It supports the channel and you also get special early access to all my guitar lessons as well. So please do join as a member. Okay, let's look at that nice little lead guitar part next. Alright, so the lead guitar part, I think it might be played on a 12 string listening to it perhaps on the record. But anyway, it sounds like this. Alright, so pretty straightforward. You can do it all on the 4th string. You start by playing the 4th string at the 7th fret. You can use your ring finger if you want to fret it. Play that twice and then move down to 4th string, 5th fret. And you can use your index finger or pointer to fret that fret. Play that once and then slide down to 4th string, 3rd fret again using your pointer. Play that 4th string, 3rd fret, then back to the 5th fret, and then 3rd fret again. So in terms of fret numbers, remember it's all on the 4th string, it's going to be 7, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3, okay? So one more time, 7, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3. Alright, at the beginning of the video I said I'd give you an idea of the kind of finger picking that you could play on Free Falling. Now, there isn't any finger picking in the Tom Petty version of the song, so this is really just my take on what you might play. And I'm going to demo this over the final verse. So it could sound a bit like this. I'm gonna glide down over Mulholland, gonna ride her in the sky, gonna free fall out into nothing, gonna leave this world for a while. And then when you get to the chorus you can begin to strum. I'm free. Okay, so how am I playing that finger picking part then? Well, on the chord changes, if you like, I'm just playing spreads. So what do I mean by a spread? Well, let's take the D major as an example. What I'm doing is I'm playing the 4th string with my thumb, the 3rd string with my index finger, the 2nd string with my middle finger, and the top string with my ring finger, quickly, one after the other. That's a spread. I'm doing the same on the G major, except that instead of playing the 4th string with my thumb, I'm playing the 6th string with my thumb. But I'm still playing the 3rd, 2nd and top strings with my index, middle and ring fingers respectively. So we've got spread, spread, and then I'm playing this on the G9 there. So that is 6th string with my thumb, 3rd string with my index finger, 2nd string with my middle finger, top string with my ring finger, back to 4th string with my thumb, and then 3rd string with my index finger. Okay? So 6, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3. Alright? Then I'm spreading again on that G9, spreading again on the D, spreading again on the A sus4. Thumb's playing the 5th string there, by the way, and then I'm playing this. And that is 4th string with the thumb, 3rd string with the index, 2nd string with the middle finger, top string with the thumb, back to 4th string with the thumb, and then 3rd string with the index finger.